check.
Like everything,
Good weekend, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm your lone wolf Usul, and we're live. We're live, and it's that time of Saturday again where we're gonna watch some videos that I have grabbed from dockets all week long. And I've got three of my personal favorite titans of the bench: Simpson, Vann, Fleischer. You've heard of Greta Van Fleet, but when I start a band, I'm going to name it Simpson Van Fleischer, ladies and gentlemen. Stream Boss is back over here playing with one of his toys. If you hear some crumbling noises, that's what it is. The dogs are over there acting like fools. My stream thing acts like it's being stupid right now. I really don't know what's going on. So yeah, on the Vann note, Vann does rotations as far as first appearances are concerned in Bay County, and he's off rotation right now. It's been off rotation for a while, and yeah, I still have some left over from spring break week, and it's about 20 minutes of some interesting stuff. We'll see. Yeah, you may like it, you may not. It may run everybody off at the very beginning here, but hey, I thought it was a pretty fun way to start things off, and that's what we're going to do. Did y'all hear that? Could you hear that in the background? I bet you could. We'll check back with it later. So, hope everybody's having a good Saturday today. I haven't been able to really read through chat here because I've been doing about 100 other things, dealing with the animals and listening to nonsense going on, but we're not going to dilly-dally around too much about watching court cases. That's what we're going to do. We're going to watch some court cases. We're going to start off with our friend Judge Vann. We're going to move to a set of Simpson. It's kind of a big block of Simpson. One of the Judge Simpson cases that we're going to look at today was from the 11th, but it's kind of interesting, and I think you'll like it. The rest of the Simpson cases are from the Landlord-tenant docket yesterday. The Judge Fleischer we're going to look at the end of the stream. That was from Judge Fleischer's docket yesterday. You may have seen some of it, you may have not. I know a lot of people have been picking through that docket because it was kind of an interesting docket, but hey, see what I have in store for you. Right now, to Judge Vann.
Comes on, son.
You got to remove those already?
Yeah.
Hey, Jill.
Here you go, sir. Say your name.
Quinn Kilpatrick.
Mr. Kilpatrick, before the court charged burglary and occupied dwelling or structure while armed. You understand the charge?
Sir?
You understand the charge?
Not really.
Well, they say he tried to break into allegedly an individual's bedroom window with a bat.
Yeah, that was my girlfriend. I live there. She didn't even press charges. Y'all picked up the charges. That's why I'm here. So she didn't even press charges.
I really didn't have anything to do with that.
Right.
You've indicated, are you going to hire an attorney? Are you going to represent yourself? Or are you going to
I want what they call speedy trial, or what they call that. Like in 30 days.
I'm just asking.
I want to go ahead and do a speedy trial, bro.
Okay, bro.
Sir?
Do you want an attorney?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my brother to hire me a lawyer. I don't want no public defender. I'm gonna hire a lawyer. I'm gonna try to hire a lawyer.
Great. Deputy,
because she dropped the charges, so she ain't gonna be there. It'll just be me and y'all in the courtroom.
Well, it's not gonna be me.
She ain't gonna be there.
It's gonna be a circuit judge.
Sir?
You keep saying me. I'm not gonna be there.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir.
I don't have a dog in this fight. It's not going on my docket. I didn't pick up the charges. I just got handed the paperwork.
Yes, sir.
Deputy, criminal history?
Nothing since 2000.
Bond set at 50,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Court date's going to be May 20th at 9 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Well, I gotta go sit in the jail.
You got a bond.
I got a bond. How much is it?
50
What that mean? 500?
between you and the bondsman, whatever y'all come up with.
Okay.
Step to your right to the T.
All right.
All right, state your name. Next,
Saliva, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
critics,
Speedy trial.
face the TV, state your name.
This case, before the court charted driving under the influence with damage to property or persons. You understand that charge? I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true, Ms. Case?
Yes, sir.
You've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
I'm sorry.
You're gonna hire another attorney or represent yourself?
I guess hire another attorney.
Cut up, yeah, I think it's being indicated that you might need to apply for a public defender.
Okay.
All right. Deputy, criminal history?
No history.
Now they got a charge with a misdemeanor. Depending on how bad the other person was hurt.
But I actually have a question. It says that right here that I was a single vehicle traffic crash, but how come on here it says that I damage to property of another person?
I don't know.
But-
That's what I'm looking at that too.
Yeah, that was just my confusion,
Did you hit a fence? Allegedly?
allegedly.
That would be the property of somebody else.
Okay, I'm
It says-
sorry.
But I see where it's checked injury too. So yeah, I was concerned.
Mhm. Sorry, that was my confusion.
No, I get it. Yeah, you were going down. 170, 153, 156. She's 23. Well, okay, but we got a court date Monday afternoon. They'll transport back and forth. Perfect. All right, I'm going to release you on what's called pretrial release.
Okay,
You report to the pretrial release office after court Monday afternoon. That way when they bring her, this is one time. So your court is 1 o'clock.
on
April 8th.
Monday, April 8th.
No alcohol while you're on pretrial release.
None whatsoever.
Okay, now listen to me. Listen
Yes,
to me.
sir.
You got Judge Grammer. If you violate the terms of your pretrial release, he's going to hold you without bond.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Step to your right to the T. All right, step up to the X. Wait for the light to come on. Start again. State your name, ma'am.
Jennifer Carey Briggs.
Gary Briggs before the court on a driving under the influence. You understand that charge now?
Yes, sir.
On a normal week, you might be in the game, but a 214 is not even going to touch it this week. We got a 256 in the clubhouse that's leading the way. But you are in second place. Congratulations. Scary Biggs, based on your application, you do not want a public defender. You're going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself.
I'm gonna hire an attorney.
Excellent. Know a lot about what they're going to do on a 2-1. I'm sure they will charge you appropriately. Deputy, criminal history?
No history, sir.
Scary Briggs. Mine's 2,500. Today is April the 8th at 1 o'clock. Good luck, man.
All right, step to your right to the T. Step on the X. State your name.
Ashley.
Someone you feel court term is child abuse, neglect of child, child abuse, neglect of child, Domestic violence battery by strangulation, domestic violence battery. Do you understand those charges? All right, ma'am. I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes,
You've indicated you're going to hire your own attorney to represent yourself. Is that how you're going to proceed?
yes, sir. I'll hire my own attorney.
Excellent. What brings you down here from Dallas, Georgia?
I brought my kids on spring break with their friends. And now my ex-husband is down here with them and has a room for all of them. He came that same night, so they were not neglected. My kids, I have zero history with anything. My kids are spoiled and entitled, and when I tell them no, this is how they try to do stuff like this. Going through a divorce, so it's like they're using, if I tell them no to stuff, then they'll call dad, and they had dad come down here.
Deputy, criminal history?
No history.
My numbers usually start with a 5. Child abuse cases, but as child abuse goes, I guess I could still do the 5, just drop a 0. Or drop 2 zeros. Contrary to my past history, I'm going to release you on pretrial release. You need to report to the pretrial release office for Tuesday this week. I am going to order no contact with the alleged victims because I think I'm required to by law. But obviously, if you get a DCF plan in place, you can have supervised visitation or whatever they allow. Court date is going to be May the 6th at 9 o'clock. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Step to your right to the T. Right next, sir. State your name.
Michael Barrington.
Mr. Barrington, you're fully court charged resisting officer without violence and in possession
Yes,
of
sir.
alcohol on the right of way. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir, but I'm not, I did not do that. I was in the parking lot of a place I was
Right.
eating.
Right? Two
Sir?
different questions. Two different questions. Do you understand or did you do it? I asked if you
We're
understood.
complaining, but no, I didn't do it.
Well, good. Comprende this. Based on your application, you don't want a public defender. So you're gonna represent
I
yourself?
didn't even say, no, sir, I didn't even know where that was listed.
Okay, well, do you want a public defender?
Well, yes, sir, but I intend to work it up and fight it because I wasn't doing anything. I was having a beer out stabbed. I was waiting on I own a farm and stuff up in Calhoun County. I was just waiting on the medical people to come pick me up for transportation.
That's fine.
Yes, sir.
Do you want a public defender?
Yes, sir. I guess so. Yes, sir.
And we need you to fill out the appropriate paperwork so we can determine if you qualify.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand what you were asking. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because sometimes you're running your mouth instead of listening, right?
Well, I can't hear or see very well. I used to be a fighter and I got injured in a fight.
Okay. Deputy, criminal history?
He was just placed on probation in Calhoun on the 15th for a assault and reinstated on another probation for another assault, Calhoun.
You're still a fighter, Mr. Barrington.
No, sir. I'm a protect myself type of guy. And the guy hit me first. And I have a witness who's actually my fiance, but
Yes,
he's
you have a
mentally
case.
ill.
Yeah, those fiance witnesses are great. Do you have a case number, ma'am?
Both of them are just one.
Yes, sir. I'm down here on, I just down here to get my medication for the day and I was headed back to my farm. I wasn't trying to cause them problems or do nothing. I'd like to get out today because I'm stuck down here. I had to get transportation because of my vision.
At 23, 166 M. And 24, 43 M.
I'm not here to cause no problem, as you can see, like I said, but I do have to deal with that up there. So I would like to get up and have to be able to go deal with that now.
All right, on the resisting, bonds 1,500. On the alcohol in public, bonds 500. Court date's gonna be April the 8th at 1 o'clock. I'm signing warrant violation probation, Calhoun County cases 23-166 and 24-44. Good luck, Ms. Barrington.
Yes.
Step to your right.
What is it? What do I gotta do now? Because I'm on disability, I'm disabled, I can't afford a bond and stuff like that.
Okay, it doesn't really matter because you got a VOP warrant out of Calhoun County.
So I have to sit here until they come get me?
Or take care of local charges and then wait till they come get you.
Well, how do I take care of the local charges?
Go to court
Fine.
Monday on the,
Friday, you got Monday in court.
So I gotta wait here till Monday?
At least, yeah.
Well, sir, I got horses and animals at my house. I've got to feed. I just come down here for a medication refill and was waiting on my ride back home. Can I please get ROR today?
No
They know me
comprende.
in Calhoun County. I've done everything.
All right, have a good one.
What's she already saying there?
he's saying no.
Not until Monday?
Mhm.
Okay.
Sign where the light is for your copy. Next. Right next, sir. State your name.
Jordan Salati.
Mr. Salati, court, charge of the false for misuse of 911. You understand that charge?
I'm not guilty. I think it was a mistake. My car has been illegally towed by a family member trying to scam me, who has scammed me
That's
on
not an
auto shop.
call.
Well, stolen, and I wasn't there.
It's
when
not
my
an
car was stolen.
call.
I understand, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
I don't really think you do, but okay. You were told multiple
maybe I
times
don't.
not to call 911, but you kept calling 911, and now you're gonna argue with me about calling 911.
No, I'm not trying to argue, Your Honor. I had to sleep on the ground, and my car was stolen. And I
Okay.
thought that's what you do when your car is stolen. I wasn't trying to argue. I'm sorry. I just think that's what you do when your car gets stolen, but I understand now very much. And please drop the
Based on
charge.
your
I just got
application,
the program.
based on your application, I find that you do qualify for the services of public defender. I'm gonna go ahead and appoint the public defender to represent you, okay?
All right, yeah, I have a lot of stuff to show you about this, and my family's been harassing me for a long time, and it's been really hurting me, you know?
You won't be showing me anything. You'll be showing Judge Grammer. Good luck with that. Deputy, come on.
Sure.
Sir.
You just placed him on diversion Wednesday.
Yeah, they just placed me on a version, so I'm trying to get it dropped.
And that was disorderly.
My car was stolen, for real, man. It's illegal, you know? That was the crime.
Bonds 1,500, court date's April 8th at 1 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T. Next.
Oh, somebody's telling him that his diversion case is coming back on. How you doing, Mr. Gregory? Mr. Gregory, court charge of petty theft. You understand that charge?
You say what, sir?
Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
I understand you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
It's not a MERS. It's a tactical handbag.
Yeah, you wanna make it look that way.
Tactical handbag.
Okay.
MERS. I don't wear a MERS. I wear the required uniform. MERS.
I thought it was a MERS.
Oh, Fambros chose violence today.
Every day.
I know, that's true. Fair point. That's why I love you.
Oh, wait till after the blue man, cause the morning I had.
Uh-oh.
Not because of the clerk, but I'm sorry.
The clerk's office messed you up again?
No, what are you talking? Oh.
Trying to get you in trouble.
Careful, I'm in here.
You're so funny.
Oh, Mr. Gregory, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
What brings you down here from Dallas?
Spring break.
That's it. Was that your mama earlier that got arrested?
No,
Okay, good. Because that was a whole problem too. Where you go to school?
South Baldwin.
All right, so this is your senior year?
Yeah,
All right, kid. Where you plan on doing after school?
trying to go to college.
Where? What's your plan?
So what?
What is your plan?
Just going to college because they told you that's what you need to do next?
No, I want to
You
go
gotta
for like
pay-
business.
Physics?
Business.
Oh, business, thank God. Oh, I heard physics and I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, all right, fair enough. Deputy, please don't burst my bubble.
I will.
What's this criminal history?
Georgia 23, receiving stolen property, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, conspiracy to commit a felony, possession of firearm during a felony, ag
Oh.
assault. 22, ag assault, reckless cruelty to children ×2.
Seriously? He don't look like all that. Oh, Mr. Gregory, I'll be honest with you. You're not gonna do well in prison. You're just not built for it. So you need to get out of this game. Bond's 2,500. No contact with any Walmarts in Bay County. Your court date's gonna be April the 8th at 1 o'clock.
Step to your
You gotta
right
be
to the
really
scene.
smart or really quick to be a thief. I think you're either.
You know what?
What? That's good advice, Ms. Fambro.
You know what?
It's solid advice. How you doing, Mr.
State your name,
Spinks?
sir.
I'm doing fine, sir. How you doing?
I'm well, Mr. Spinks. It's been a while.
Yes, sir.
That's a good
I'm
thing.
doing good. They got my address messed up somehow in this doorways. And the girl at doorways, Northwest Florida, she'll tell you that, you know, I was up there trying to get all my stuff. But my address is the same thing that's on my food stamp card. I went there and
All right. Well, they
I
charge you with
kept going
trespass.
back.
They charge you with trespass and resisting. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you told them that you don't want a public defender.
I mean, no, for that, I mean, it's, what are they gonna, I got $26 on my account, Panama City Police Department, I got a job.
Oh, okay, but you don't want a public defender on this case.
I mean, can we just settle this right now, or? I mean,
I
I think I
can't.
need, I got a
Yeah.
past record, I just got out of jail.
I know. I'm just saying. Don't you think you need a public defender?
That's just gonna cost me more money, ain't it?
$50. It's gonna be 50. It's a good $50. Come on.
No, I got-
What's better than a lawyer for $50? Like 2 Happy Meals for $5.
Okay, I guess, just give me a lawyer, though.
King Crab at Sam's.
Okay, I'll just try to
$5.
do the right thing.
All you can eat king crab. Okay, all right, you're right. But lawyer for $50 is right up there. It's like getting a Glock for free because you got to pay for the trigger.
That's right. So, well, I mean, I ain't shot, I ain't gonna shoot or kill them.
No. Mr. Spinks, it's an old joke. It's an old joke. Miss Famber
Okay.
likes Glocks, but I
Oh
don't.
my God, here we go.
Miss Famber likes
Can you
Glocks.
just hurry up?
She could just put a trigger in it.
Can you just hurry up?
I mean, if
Mine's
one of these,
1,000 on the trespass, 1,000 on resisting. Mr. Spinks, your court date's gonna be April the 8th at 1 o'clock. Good luck, sir.
okay,
That's Monday. But you need to apply for that public defender.
how can I contact the lady at doorways, just have my mailing address, have my, to here, I mean. so
See your
I-
case manager, Mr. Williams, when you get back.
Who's Miss Williams?
Mr. Williams, yes.
And I don't.
Mhm. Step over there and sign where that green light is. Red X, sir? Yes, sir. State your name? Yes, sir.
Joshua Wilson. Mr. Wilson, before the court are aggravated cyber stalking and contempt of violation of protection order. Do you understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
I think you've been given copies of paperwork and advised of your rights. That's true?
Yes, sir.
You make too much money to qualify for a public defender, but the law recognizes your financial situation may change, in which case you can reapply. Any question about that?
No, sir.
Jeff, you criminal history?
Just placed on probation in Washington County for the same charge, same victim.
Got a case number now?
23, 391 CF.
All right, Mr. Wilson, on the aggravated cyber stalking bonds, 50,000. The contempt of violation bonds, 50,000. Court date's gonna be April the 25th at 9 o'clock. No contact directly, indirectly, or through a third party alleged victim. And I'm signing a warrant for violation of probation in Washington County case number 23, 391. Good luck, sir.
Step to your right to the T.
Court calls the
I'm trying to lure him back over here. There we go. That was Judge Vann. I went through the whole docket and kind of cherry picked some stuff out of there, as you saw. Some of those were some of the more interesting cases that I thought were available. The stream boss over here has been kind of bugging me the whole time. So next is an actual criminal docket case from the 11th of April with Judge Simpson. Anyway, we all hate it when the lawyer's sitting there. I'm sitting here doing it myself. We all comment about how it's so annoying, and I can't stop doing it. I'm consciously trying. It's difficult. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. And, Simpson is where we're going next. After the 11th, we're going to go directly into yesterday's landlord-tenant docket. I have cherry-picked some interesting ones from there. You may have seen one or two of them. Probably haven't seen all of them. This is going to be a rather large block. Grab you some coffee, get you a bagel, maybe make some popcorn. Me and the stream boss are going to be sitting here watching this stuff with you. Let's comment it up and have some fun with our buddy Judge Simpson. You there?
court calls the cases of the people versus Noah Williams. So this is the last.
Energy on behalf of Mr. Williams, who approaches. Can you please state your name for the record?
Noah Williams. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I've made some discovery requests. There's still a lot about standing discovery. It's my understanding that there may be some pending warrants in review right now. I have submitted, and I've talked to my client about competency and what that entails. To get the ball rolling on that, while we wait, I would just be asking for an adjournment out to a time that might be commensurate with, I don't know where we're at with regard to competency right now, probably a couple of months. However,
Well, have you submitted? You said like 8 things to me,
yes, Your Honor.
and I'm trying to figure out what you want me to do.
I'm sorry, we are still awaiting some discovery on this matter. I also have submitted for competency. With regard to competency, I'd be asking for probably a 2-month adjournment. And I would ask to address bond at the appropriate time.
Okay. So you want to set for a competence? You want both matters set for a competency?
Your Honor, I was unclear as to whether or not because yes, Your Honor.
Do I have two orders? No, I don't have two orders. All right. Give me a date 90 days out. 90. Yeah, they'll move it up if we have to.
Thank you.
Forensic evaluation is ordered. I'll need another order on the other matter. I have one on the case ending in 5072, but I'll need an order on the other one.
I have submitted that as well, Your Honor.
Submitted what?
The order on.
We have both?
Yes.
Okay, we do. All right. I see it. Competency hearing in these matters will be set July 11th.
Yes.
July 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. As to bound.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Williams understands and takes certainly no issue with the bond requirements as ordered by the magistrate at arraignment. He understands that the no go-to locations as well as the no contact provisions.
Okay. Can counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
On your competency orders that you submitted,
Yes,
I don't sign double-sided paper.
certainly. I will resubmit those, Your Honor.
Thank you. That's why I couldn't see it. All right, go ahead.
Apologies. He's aware of the no contact provisions. Was also ordered to home confinement. Should he be able to post where he advises he can attend classes from that home location. He attends classes at Washtenaw County Community College. Here with him today, he has the support of his family. His grandparents are here and present. He has strong ties to the community in that regard, Your Honor. He's asking for a reduction in the $1.5 million bond. He doesn't have any criminal history to suggest, flight risk in monitoring to the home confinement with community correction supervision would certainly help and ensure the safety of the community at large. So he's asking the court to consider a reduction from 1.5 million, Your Honor.
Response?
Your Honor, at the time that my office charged the assault with contempt of court, my office requested $1 million on that file. We then subsequently charged him with a felonious assault, requested that come to be known by myself as well as the Ann Arbor Police Department since we charged this case. At this time, I'm requesting $2.5 million on each file for a total of $5 million. At the time the defendant committed the assault with murder, the Ann Arbor Police Department already knew about him. They knew that there was a person with a description that was in the area who had been armed with a knife and was assaulting him. Ann Arbor, trying to be proactive, had been leading on this situation and knew that something like this was going to happen. And lo and behold, while they're trying to find this person, the defendant stabbed a woman multiple times on a public bus. That woman had to be rushed into emergency surgery. And now the defendant is charged with attempting to murder her. There were eyewitnesses on the bus. So first of all, this woman knows the defendant as I'm going to be very kind with the words that I use, as a troublemaker on the bus. Those are not the words that people use to describe him. They use them for purpose. An eyewitness on the bus watched the defendant got on the bus, as he usually does, caused a scene, as he usually does, and then began to verbally berate a child who got on that bus and accidentally bumped into the defendant. The defendant engages in behavior, and this is consistent for his current assault with intent to murder case, as well as the felonious assault case in front of Your Honor. He engages in behavior where he essentially goes out looking for a fight, knowing he's armed with a knife so that he can then try to stab somebody and then try to claim self-defense. The defendant on the bus did that exact thing. He picked a fight with a woman. This 25-year-old woman decided to stick up for the child that he was verbally berating, and the defendant decided to pick a fight with her. It ended with him stabbing her twice in the chest. And like I said, her emergency surgery. In the days leading up to that, the defendant was in a Target, again, armed with a knife, again, looking for a fight. There's video surveillance and an eyewitness who can tell us what happened inside of that Target as well as the victim of that assault. I watched the video surveillance from that Target event. The defendant walks up behind a person that is just innocently there shopping and is carrying a Target basket in his hand. And the defendant has what appears to be like an umbrella, and he pushes through this person pushing the basket forward. The defendant then confronts the victim. The victim turned around and the victim engages with him verbally, and the victim is not impressed with the defendant's behavior toward him. The defendant takes out that knife that he knows he's armed with and puts it up to that victim's throat in a Target while there are people shopping and observing all of this. An eyewitness that the defendant assaulted actually right before this, the defendant spit on this eyewitness prior to and pushed him. That eyewitness watched as the defendant said, and I won't use the exact language because of the curse words in it, but that as the defendant threatened to kill this person in Target. He's saying, I will kill you right here in Target, while holding the knife up to his throat. He then used almost the exact same language, the cursing and the inappropriate language that he used toward this Target victim is the same language that he used toward a child on the bus. In the Ann Arbor, I apologize. In the bus case, Ann Arbor outlines that there are 2 other open investigations for the same conduct by this defendant. I understand one of those investigations now to be that Target case. There is also a third, however, which Ann Arbor knew about at the time. Since then, because the defendant's arraignment, as I understand it, has been on the news, and there was a tip line from Ann Arbor for anybody else who experienced anything else like this or knows anything, call in. Since then, at least 2 additional people have now come forward outlining this same behavior of the defendant assaulting the knives. So at this point, post-charging, post-filling out those bond forms, we now know that this is bigger in the sense that he has assaulted and perhaps threatened to kill more people with a knife. So I am now requesting that on each file, his bond be set at 2.5 million. If the court rule allowed for it, I don't know why on attempted murder was exempt from this no bond court rule when the intent is the same as homicide. But if it allowed, I would be requesting for no bond. However, he doesn't meet that. So I'm requesting 5 million total. Thank you.
Your Honor, I would just ask that the court not consider those things not charged in making its decision.
He's under investigation for similar or like activity. You don't want the court to consider that?
Your Honor, he hasn't been charged sufficiently in any of that. I don't know what's to come of it. I don't know who those witnesses are. There's a lot that's unknown there. So I just ask that you consider the allegations as they've been brought. And as they come, because certainly the consideration will be made when he is charged, if he is charged.
Motion for bond reduction is denied. The people's request to increase the defendant's bond, given all of the circumstances and what has been brought forth to the court, is granted. The bond in each of these cases will be set in the amount of $2.5 million. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of Peninsula Place versus Destiny Jenkins Jones. Hello,
Hello,
what's your name?
Destiny Jenkins Jones.
All right. I had $2,067.86 last time.
Yes.
Yeah, I got 1,200 today for them, and then I just started back working. So next week I'll be able to pay about 600.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
Okay, you have 1,200 today.
yeah, I can pay them 1,200 today.
You have that in cash?
No, it's on my card.
Okay, so you're gonna pay 1,200 today,
Yeah,
and then you said next week,
yeah, I can pay about 600.
about 600.
Well, I mean that's what I get paid. So a week now.
All right.
I mean, I can ask my parents for some help. Like, I'm not tripping.
Sounds like my daughter. Okay, let me ask you, this, young lady.
Yeah.
When can you get this 2,067 paid off? However you get it paid off,
I mean, I have a job now. I had to quit my last job, so that's why I got like behind. So I can pay 1,200. What? Why? What?
I'm just waiting for the plan.
I'm telling you the plan. You don't like my plan. That's
I
what it sounds like.
Did I say I didn't like your plan?
Because I said I could ask my parents for money.
And I said,
Whatever.
yeah, that sounds like my daughter. I get it. I know how that works. So will they give you the money?
Yes, they're my parents. I don't know. So after I paid the 1,200 today, where am I left at? Like, what's my rest about?
Hang on, they gotta do math. You're at about 867, 86.
Oh, my parents giving me $200 plus like the little 600 that I make a week. They could give me more than that. I have two parents, so they could help me.
I get you. I'm listening to everything you're telling me.
No, my dad could pay it, but because I live by myself, I'd rather try to be independent. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
I know. I get what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay, understand what I'm trying to do. All I'm trying to do is get you paid up before the end of this month.
I can get it paid up. If it's $800 left after today, I can get it paid up.
Okay, so all right, so here's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
Can you get that paid up by next Friday? Because then what happens is that means I can do one thing. If you can't, I've got to do something else.
Well,
that's all I'm trying to do.
What can you do if I can't? Because no. I'm just saying. I'm telling you that I can get it paid. But if you're gonna make it a little easier, then we can talk.
You're killing me.
What did
No, you didn't do anything. Really, you did not do anything. I am listening to this plan. If you don't mind, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. So what you're giving me is a 21-year-old's plan. All right.
What's wrong?
No, this is like talking to my daughter. There's this everything's coming out. I know it makes sense to you. I'm just trying to get it to make sense to me in terms of what I have to do.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm not trying to tease you or disrespect you in any way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just follow.
Okay.
Okay. But what you have to do is you have to tell me what you can do and what you can't do. Okay. And what you want to do. And then I can tell you what I can do and try to make this work for you.
Okay. How can you make it work for me? Because I already told you what I can do.
Because it's all about me. No. Okay. You've got 1,200 today. You're going to pay the 1,200.
Yeah.
Okay. What I don't want to do is I don't want to give you a judgment if I can help it.
Okay.
Okay.
That would mean me coming back to court or something?
No.
Because
that would mean you'd have something on your record that says you have a judgment. And I don't think you want that.
Yeah, I don't want that.
All right. So you can pay 600 next week, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Can you get that? What time's the hearings next week?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Okay. Can you get that? Can you get that paid to the landlord before 2 p.m. next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Some people can't. So I'm just asking. I'm not. Okay. So if you get that paid, that's 1,800 of this too. So it'll be about 267 or 270 short.
Yes, and I can get that from my parents, but I'm going to let you finish.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just telling you because that's what I'm saying. I can pay the 600, that I get paid next week, and then whatever is left, I'll just ask my parents for it because that's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So here's what you do.
Okay.
You pay the 1,200 to the landlord today.
Of course.
Then before and I'm going to set a hearing time for April 26th.
Do I have to come back in person? I'm sorry, this is my first time in court.
Me too. So we'll get through this.
Okay.
April 26, 2024 at 2 p.m. If you get all of that all of the balance paid to the landlord, you don't need to be here, but you
Okay.
gotta make sure that that happened,
Of course.
okay? Okay. So I'm gonna give you that opportunity to pay it off in a week. Okay?
Yes.
We're
thank you
good?
so much. Yes.
You're welcome. All right. Are you in school?
Yes, I am. They're making it hard for me out here.
Who's making it hard for you? The school?
Peninsular Place.
Okay, no, okay. You're in school?
Yeah.
Where?
Eastern Michigan.
Studying what?
Journalism and listen, a minor in criminal justice.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, this
Are you gonna try to be a lawyer?
no, I want to be a judge. This is serious.
Oh, so you want my job. I see what's going on here. All right. All right, young lady. We may or may not see you next week. Get everything paid and then you'll be all set.
Of course.
All
And I
right.
wouldn't have to come back, right?
You don't, as long as everything's paid,
Yeah.
you don't have to come back.
That's
All right?
Yes, that's perfect.
Destiny, thank you.
Thank you. So
You have a great day.
have a beautiful day.
You know, that was like talking to my daughter. I don't know what just happened. I have no idea. Court calls the case Evergreen Apartments versus Desiree France.
Desiree appearing for plaintiff.
She's in Zoom. Desiree France?
I'm here. Can you hear me? I'm here.
Yes,
Can you hear
we
me?
can hear you. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here.
All right. We were at 4,000. Last time there were repairs that needed to be done.
Your Honor, the balance is the same, $4,032. There were issues with.
That's not correct.
Access.
Hold on, please. Go ahead.
There were issues with allowing access to inspect and do the repairs. At the last hearing, we were told that she was going to be there for the appointment on the 15th.
Yes.
Again, my understanding, it would continue to be canceled and rescheduled. They did get into the home yesterday and
Why was the 15th canceled?
Ms. France canceled it.
The 15th was canceled for me. I had an appointment to make it to.
See, this can't work this way if you're going to claim that they haven't made the repairs, but you got in yesterday.
Yeah, they got in to make some of the repairs yesterday.
Your Honor, I can go through what the repairs were that were done. The original work order indicated there was no dishwasher installed. There was a dishwasher installed that was replaced. She had indicated there was a leaking toilet. The toilet tank bolts were tightened, resolving the leak. She indicated their master bath sink leaked. They replaced a P-trap assembly as a precaution and were not able to replicate the leak. She indicated there was a broken screen in her daughter's room. One screen was replaced before the other one could be replaced. Ms. France and asked the team, indicated that it was taking too long and indicated she would contact the office to reschedule. She indicated there was a loud bath fan. That bath fan was while maintenance was there. She also requested that the dining room bifold closet was off its track. And that was repaired with a door saver and was reinstalled. She indicated the hall closet bifold was off track and damaged. That was repaired with a door saver and was reinstalled. So as far as plaintiff is concerned, all of the work order is now closed pending communication from her regarding the second screen installation.
So if what, I'm sorry, is it my turn to speak?
Go ahead.
Okay, so when they came out, I had to be at neurology. They entered the home at around 9 o'clock, which was fine. Didn't have an issue with them doing the repairs. But when it got closer to time to go to neurology, I indicated that that they could return to finish out the repairs because when they installed the dishwasher, the new one, they did not fix the flooring. And then the screens have to be put back in, and then the flooring in the bathroom and stuff was not fixed at that moment, which I spoke with the front office that same day to have them scheduled to come back out. And I also indicated
When are
with
they
the court
coming
that I
back
did just
out?
they'll
What
be
date
out
are they
next
coming
week.
back out?
They'll be out. They'll be out next week
What day?
on Monday. Yep, I spoke with PJ in the front office about them coming out on Monday to finish out the repairs.
22nd. So I'm gonna order that the landlords to complete whatever else is there on the 22nd, 2024. There'll be, and I'm also gonna order no cancellations.
That's fine.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjourn this to April 26, 2024 at 2 p.m. See where the repairs are. I've got 18, I've got some funds, I've got 1620 in escrow. See you next week.
Okay.
All right, we're back to Sycamore Meadows. You're gonna get them?
Yeah.
Sycamore Meadows versus Kevin Reed.
Again, Carrie Zaman, 267-390 on behalf of plaintiff.
Kevin Reed, I see you there. Can you answer?
Yes,
State your name.
Kevin Reed.
Okay. Last time we were here, there's $10,135 owed.
That's correct, Judge.
Mr. Reed, how are you gonna get that paid?
I honestly don't know right now. I mean, I've been reaching out, trying to get help. The only thing I can think of is try to get a job and work on paying it off.
Okay, well, the problem here is gonna be that if there isn't a way to get this paid, or you don't see a way to get it paid, there's not a whole lot I can do.
I mean, I reached out to Hawk.
Right, but there, even if you were to qualify for the largest amount that Hawk would give, you're still gonna be about 7,000 short. Okay, so what I'm gonna suggest is you try to reach out to the landlord, try to figure out something. But I'm gonna find that there's no tribal issue after a hearing on this matter. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession to the plaintiff in that total amount, including costs of $10,135. I'll extend it 1 day, so writ won't issue until the 30th. So you need to get in and talk to him, sir.
But that's my question too, right there. Like, how is they still charging me? I'm not even staying there. I haven't been in that house for months.
What do you mean?
I haven't been here. I've been said in February that I wanted to give it up.
But did you turn the keys in?
No, I couldn't find it. I told him that I had left a voicemail and nobody got back to me.
Okay, if you're not there, I'm gonna issue the judgment. You need to get keys to them. Because this
Yeah, I
is
haven't
just a
been in a
possession.
while. I've
This is
literally been back and forth with family.
okay, but this is a possession judgment, so they just want to take the apartment back.
Okay.
So you just need to get the keys to them.
Okay, yeah, because that's crazy. Like, they still charging me. They literally just charged me at the first of this month, and I'm not even staying there. The power's not even on.
Okay, but they don't know that if you didn't give them the keys.
Okay.
Thank you. Sycamore Meadows versus Terad LaFleur.
Good afternoon again, Carrie Zanon on behalf of plaintiff, Your Honor.
Terad LaFleur.
He's in here, Judge.
Oh, there he is. Get up and say no. What's your name? Terad LaFleur. Hi. And I had 2297 last time we were here.
Yes, Judge, I have 2298, but I talked to Mr. LaFleur. He's indicated to me that he had an appointment on the 11th with Hawk and that he needs, I was hoping Amy was going to be on, but she's in a breakout room.
No, what? So You had your appointment? What did they say?
They're just waiting on Sycamore to give them back the information that they need. That's what my caseworker told me.
Gotcha. Why don't I do this? Let me pass it. We'll see. Amy should be out soon.
Okay.
So that we can get it clarified.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sycamore Meadows versus Denicia McGuire. I don't know if I pronounced that first name right. This Denisha. I tried to put an extra syllable. Your name?
Denasia McGuire.
All right.
I show 5485, but you probably have 5484 because that's the way it's been going today for me.
Yeah, because everybody's tacking on $1.
I know, Judge. I did speak with
That's like
Miss.
the man stamp on it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I spoke with Miss McGuire. She does have an SER with DHS. She has not gone to Hawk.
You haven't called Hawk?
I attempted to call them, I say back in February, but they said that they were booked out with appointments until late March.
Okay. What's her monthly rent?
I gave her the ledger. I believe it's 468 is the amount that I'm showing on the ledger now. And I did give her.
Okay, that's fine. It's 460, her monthly rent's 468. Okay, so this is just going on my experience and what I'm worried about. I'm worried about how her number is so high. What happened?
Yeah,
and because this is, and I'm talking also on the other case, there's a couple of other cases. Sycamore,
yeah,
typically they won't be this high.
Right, I understand.
And Judge, on her ledger, when I saw, I'm sorry, I gave her a copy, so I don't.
You have your copy?
She has it. I gave it to her, so because she said she needed a copy and was having difficulty getting a copy, so I gave
Okay,
my
thank you.
copy. And I'll have to go to my client. The reason why I'm saying that is because it looks to me like this ledger starts in February and a balance of $4,195 was carried over. And so to answer your question, I'm gonna have to dig deeper.
Okay, so I'm not here to cause any problems, or maybe I am. Sycamore had, I want to say maybe this is the third set of attorneys that have been representing Sycamore recently.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that, obviously.
No, and I'm not expecting you to, and I'm not saying that there's anything bad about that. People can do whatever they want to do. My understanding also is that there was a change in management.
Yes.
When the change in management happened, I think I'm old and don't remember stuff. No. But when the change in management happened, and with the last sets of council, and maybe even the one before that, they were concerned because the numbers couldn't be figured out as some of these tenants were moving forward. So what I was getting before were adjournments on the Sycamore Meadows cases because they needed to go back and try to figure out particularly the recertification issues.
Okay.
Along with that, if I'm recalling correctly, there was not only a change in management, but the person in the office who had been there quite a while, who would know some of these things, sort of that.
And she's no longer
mental
there.
history, she's not there.
You're not there anymore.
So people were able to even get a verbal answer about what may have happened with some of the tenants.
Okay.
Now, I say all of that because the folks that have shown up on Sycamore Meadows, and I probably should have maybe said this earlier, but I didn't look at all the numbers. I'm concerned because if for example, in this case, her rent is almost 5,500. If the research and everything else and everything's done right, that means she hasn't paid for a year.
Well, my dilemma, it would be the 4195. I think the 468.
Correct. I know,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, part of what my concern is that what you see as their beginning balance at a certain point, I don't know if that's correct.
I understand.
Because it may be, I don't know, but somebody's gonna have to, I think, show me that somebody's
more
gone
than what I
back
have.
and, pardon?
More than what I have.
Yeah, exactly, that somebody's gone back and that somebody, and I'm not saying that your client did this, but I've known this to happen in the past where council's there, they're asking questions because the court's asking questions.
Right.
And then they move someplace else and say, yeah, here's our beginning balance.
Right.
And you guys may not know to ask the question.
Okay.
So, having said all of that,
I was gonna ask to adjourn it anyways.
Yeah,
because I
that's
wanted
what-
her to see, no, that was the conversation. And hopefully she'll,
I also have, I work, I don't work all 12 months of the year. I work only 10 months. I work with the school district.
gotcha.
So I've been, before the situation with the last people happened, I gave them, I have to give them a note every year. And they somehow keep saying that they're not getting it. And I will drop.
So you work 10 months, but don't get paid 12. You work 10 months, get paid 10.
Yes.
And so then when you come up to those 2 months that you're not getting paid, you're giving them something saying my income's zero.
No, it's not to zero. They won't not get that.
No, what I'm saying, your income.
Yeah.
You're giving them something to say, I'm not working,
Yes,
which should send your rent down,
yes.
but it's not sending your rent down.
No, sir.
Okay. All right.
That
So,
was the biggest issue.
Judge, I was actually, she needs to upload the ledger that she has to SER, to the
Yes.
SER, because they were asking for that. That's part of the reason I gave her the ledger. So if you want to do 1 week, we can do that. Then it keeps us in April. We talked about 2 weeks, but I don't know if we want to go and
May,
and then it might, I know.
okay, so here's the other thing. If this balance, just put it this way, and it may work, but you're not on a housing choice voucher. This is site-based.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You're not on a housing choice voucher. You're just site-based.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Amy's done. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn this out a week.
Okay.
What I need you to do is I need you to call Hawk.
Oh, okay. I will.
Okay.
That's-
What time?
At 11 a.m.
At 11 a.m. I'm gonna turn it out to that day. I need you to call Hawk. They're gonna give you an appointment date.
Okay.
Just take the appointment,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
It's gonna be June, July. I don't know. Just
Okay.
take the appointment date.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I won't figure out anything. Amy, who does an extraordinary job, will figure something out.
Okay.
And that way we can at least have something on that end.
Okay.
All right, with the idea that if there's something, when council and everybody digs back and maybe there's something wrong with the recert or something along those lines, that if you're at a certain figure, there might be assistance there to get that caught up
Okay.
and then let you move forward.
Okay. Okay.
Sound
Yes, that sounds.
okay? Sounds like a plan. I don't know if it'll work, but what the heck?
Sounds good.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that. All right, thank you. You take care. Have a good weekend.
And just to clarify in your brain, the two other ones that we did, the one was a $71 balance, so that's not an issue on that one. The other one was the $10,000 balance, but he's just turning
moving,
in keys.
right.
So
So-
I'm just making sure, because you said I probably should have thought about this before.
Well, I
but
probably should have said something, but I didn't. But then when I thought about it.
Those are the reasons why.
Yeah, right. I don't think it would have mattered.
I
Your Honor, I have a 4 o'clock meeting. I can my tenants is online on the Zoom. We have pretty easy things, so can we go for it? I have
I know, and everybody's got some place to be, ma'am.
I have 7 people waiting. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought it's.
Ma'am, I can't have people leaping up to do that. I can call the cases in one order. Where's her case? Just please.
There is no attorney on either side on her matter. She is the plaintiff. So she is right here.
Miss Ann, and I don't hope you don't. Lynn King versus Brandon Howe. Brown.
Yes, I'm here.
I appreciate it so much.
Well, don't appreciate it, but don't ever do it again.
This is ever.
Don't ever do it again.
Okay, I got it.
Where are we on this case?
I have a settled plan with the Hawk, with Brandon, and the Hawk has a written letter regarding to the payment plan. Do you want to see it?
Amy, can you tell me what's going on with this?
Your Honor, I can offer that they're working with Alicia. There's a $3,000 payment that is expected to be requested on the 26th. Once the client has made half of the installments, there's some sort of payment plan that's been worked out with the client and the landlord.
So they're gonna pay, the tenant's gonna pay everything, half at least of that by the 26th of what's left.
And that's
Then
when the
there'll be the
$3,000.
request for the 3,000. Okay,
Next
I got you.
Friday. Okay.
Do you have that in the form of a conditional order dismissal then, ma'am?
I'm sorry, what's your question?
A conditional order of dismissal.
I don't.
What lays out the agreement?
The total is $3,305, and I waived him $305. So if he can pay off on the 26th of April for May.
So you've waived, it's $3,305. You waived the 305.
Yeah.
Hawk's gonna pay 3,000.
Yeah.
Hawk knows that you're waiving the 305?
Yeah.
Did you know that, Amy?
I don't, so I would request an updated ledger be sent to Alicia if Miss King
gotta
is in
send an
touch with Alicia.
You've got to send an updated ledger. I'll adjourn this matter out to the 26th, 2024 at what time? At 11 a.m. You guys get your paperwork together and I'll be able to call the case. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Got to be kidding me. Northville Crossing versus Eugene Ranky.
Good
Thank you.
afternoon, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon. Your name?
Eugene Ranky, please.
All right. And where are we on this case?
Total due with cost, Your Honor, $2,047.42.
All right. How are you intending on getting that paid, sir?
Your Honor, I do not owe 2,047 cents. I only owe maybe the month of March and April. I had $800 to pay them for March. They refused that they want 900 and something dollars, which I didn't have. So I used that money to pay other bills. The thing is, I will give them $300 today. I just started a new job on Monday this week. The fact that I was laid off since November.
Let me ask you this. How much do you think you owe?
My land rent is supposed to be like $783. Okay, they keep increasing it here and there, putting fees and so on and so forth. I think I owe about 1,400 or 15 thereabout.
You owe them 1,400.
Which I means March rents and April, because I have not been working. I just got a job, as I said.
Well, I understand you haven't been working. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, how much do you think you owe?
I only owe 2 months, what I think is about.
And what's his monthly rent?
Your Honor, monthly rent is $706, but he also pays an amenity fee of $77. So 706 plus 77, 783 for that portion. Then there are water sewer charges. Those are based on usage, but his are particularly low. So we're, I would say, less than $30 a month.
Okay.
Probably around $20 to $30 per month based on the
Got it.
usage. Frankly, Your Honor, let me go back. Now I'm curious about these water sewer charges. I mean, they've been pretty consistent at that rate. I don't know if this water sewer charge is because he does not have water turned on at the home, or if this is just because he has very low usage, but I would say $25, $25 to $30 covers that. So we're looking at close to $800 a month for the base charges. There are late fees and obviously the court costs. Which court costs
So,
are
sir-
187.
187.
That is
So,
correct.
sir, if you owe 2 months, and even if I take the $25 and not even including any late fees, so I have 783 plus 25, which is going to get me to 818 a month.
Your Honor, it's quite here, $783.
Pardon?
This is the document they give to me.
That-
That's.
Are you talking about the complaint?
Yes, sir.
The complaint indicates, Your Honor, that he owes $983.04, and that was what was due as of March 20th.
Correct. That's what was due in March.
And that didn't
Look down
include
at the
court
very
fees,
bottom,
Judge.
look
Right,
down at
so-
the very bottom and look at the date that it was signed.
Your Honor, yes, I saw it here, 98304. I'm wondering, how did you get there?
How did what get there?
900, because that's not what I.
Well, hold it. I'm not even, that's not what I'm looking at right now. What I'm looking at right now is your base rent each month. You say you haven't paid March and April, that you would owe for 2 months.
Correct, sir.
So when I add that up, and that's why we were going through the figures, that's about 818 just minimally that would be owing for those 2 months.
What I'm trying to get, Your Honor, is.
Hold on. No. We're not going to go down that path. Because then what that would do is that brings me to $1,636 that's owing, that you admit to owing. And then they're gonna have court costs of $187. So minimally, what I have here at 12, I have $2,023 that you admit, or did I do that? Yes, I did. That you admit is owing. And that's $2,023. They say you owe $2,047.47. So
Your Honor,
if
there was a small rollover balance from February, so that might be where the difference is.
difference is, there's no disagreement as to the number.
Well, Your Honor, I mean, the thing is, the fees and all the stuff they put into it really don't supposed to be there as a matter of fact.
What fees?
They put late fees, they put penalty, they put all kind of.
What fees are not supposed to be here? Sir, I'm just taking what you told me. That you have, basically, your base rent is about $783 a month, which is $706 plus an amenity fee. So you have $783 per month. Plus your estimated utilities are about $25. That brings me somewhere around $818. And if I do $818 times 2, check me, Miss Am. 18 times 2, I get 1836. 1636. Then I add the court cost of 187 onto that. And what do I come up with? 1823. All right, so it's 1823. And then they're at 2047. So let's deal with this. If you're saying that there are these fees, do you have the 1823?
I don't have it right now, sir. I just started a job on Monday this week. I'm not gonna get paid until the 6th of May. I can give them $300 check this evening when I get home.
So how are you gonna get this paid?
As I said, Your Honor, I just started work on Monday. I get paid bi-weekly. My first paycheck is gonna be on the 6th. So I'll give them $300 this evening.
Okay, but understand something. That 1823, right? That you admit that you owe. Hey, forget even the additional amount that they're talking about.
Sure.
That number goes up by $818. Because May 1st is coming.
No, normally, Your Honor, it's seven something. So I'm able to meet up some expenses, pay 300 today, going to balance about 1,500. So I will give them some money on the 6th when I get paid. Hopefully before.
What are you going to pay them on the 6th?
I'm going to pay them like $1,000.
Okay, and that's going to cut into this balance that you owe only by $200.
You know, I will pay them up before the end of May.
Have you talked to the landlord about working out a payment plan? Because I don't see that there's a tribal issue here as to even these numbers or figures.
Well, I've not really spoken to the units, I mean, to the people. The time I spoke to a lady who works there, I told her I have 800 in May for me for March. But she refused to take that money, that she won the whole $900 and something, which I didn't have at that material time. I said, why don't you accept this $800? She's telling me that we should go to court, that the court we.
Okay, she might be wrong on that, but you don't have that money right now.
I don't have it because, as I said, I've been out of work since November last year.
Okay, but sir, I hear what you're saying.
Sure.
But the grand reality is this has to be paid, and you're not telling me how it's going to be paid. That's going to be reasonable for the landlord to do, because each time that you're not paying and it clicks over the 1st of the month, there's $818 that lops onto this.
Yeah, Your Honor, as I said, I'm going to give them a check this evening for $300. I will do the best I can. If I get paid on the 6th, the first paycheck, I will give them $1,000. In 2 weeks after that, I'll pay the balance.
You're going to have to work that out with the landlord. All right?
Okay, Your Honor.
What fees are you claiming they shouldn't have attached to it?
I mean, when this whole thing started.
No. What fees are you claiming are in this $2,047 shouldn't be on here?
Well, I have to check because I know 700 and some. I used to pay 625 from 625 to $707.
So you don't have anything to indicate that any of the fees, which would be late fees, shouldn't be there. You don't have anything, because